I don't want to do it now.
June, we're gonna find each other. We always do, right?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the shows that will release their final episodes in 2024. Release schedules can change, but we'll have to say goodbye to these shows sooner than later. A few spoilers may follow.
In a few words, bittersweet, precise, exciting.
Number 10. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Watch this. That's cold coffee.
That doesn't prove anything except that you're an old, bald nut.
Throughout the past 24 years, Curb Your Enthusiasm has come and gone from the airways. Some assumed that it would conclude with the season 5 finale, fittingly titled The End.
You really never should have let me do that Seinfeld TV Guide cover.
For a period, it appeared Larry David's confrontation with Michael J. Fox would be the show's swan song. Larry considered killing himself off in the season 11 finale, but ultimately decided to return for a 12th. Unlike the previous season though, David has gone on the record saying that this will be his last. After the Seinfeld finale divided audiences, David once said, "I no longer feel I need to wrap things up." This begs the question, will David leave the Curb finale open-ended, or will he conclusively bid farewell to his TV counterpart?
Because I notice I've been here a while, and frankly, I don't have to do anything. And if that's the case, that's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good.
Number 9. Blue Bloods. In the same vein as Law & Order or CSI, Blue Bloods is one of those small screen staples that we expected to be around forever.
Oh no, I found my happy place.
Yeah, you did.
And I think you should too.
I have.
Hitting the scene in 2010, the police procedural produced almost 300 episodes with the 14th season approaching. This will also be the last season, with the first half commencing in February and the remaining 8 episodes being reserved for the fall.
At the table, you said a lot of men would be glad if I stayed on. Are you one of them?
I can handle it. Voted yes.
Ironically, this Tom Selleck-led crime drama will be ending the same year as the Magnum PI reboot. From Thomas Magnum to Frank Reagan, Selleck has been a prominent TV presence for more than 40 years. Friday night won't feel the same without him, but at least he'll have the chance to close this case on a satisfying note.
Look, I'm just as surprised and dismayed as my cops. And that's all, folks.
Number 8. Yellowstone. In an era dominated by streaming, Yellowstone has proven to be a certified blockbuster for cable. Despite record ratings, the second half of the Western drama's 5th season will see John Dutton ride into the sunset.
You know, there's being scared to die, son, knowing it's coming.
Scheduling conflicts, creative differences, and salary negotiations with Kevin Costner have been cited as reasons for the show's premature end. Although only 6 episodes of Yellowstone remain, the franchise is far from over. Not only is the prequel 1923 returning for a second season, but 3 more spin-offs are in the works: 6666, 1944, and 2024, the latter of which is being developed with Matthew McConaughey in mind.
All right.
Oh, Christ.
How you doing?
We just hope that this isn't the last we've seen of Beth Dutton. We need to keep her burns burning.
Let's be honest, Dad, you didn't come here to fish. You're hunting. That's why you're sitting in a bar instead of standing in a river.
Number 7. Superman and Lois.
Cool costume.
Thanks. My mom made it for me.
10 years ago, the CW pretty much could have renamed itself the Superhero Network. It was an impressive run, but much like Krypton, it was bound to end eventually. After closing the book on the Arrowverse in 2023, the network's only remaining DC series will take its final flight in 2024. The writing had been on the wall for Superman and Lois ever since James Gunn and Peter Safran's overhaul of DC Studios was announced. In addition to a shortened season consisting of 10 episodes, the showrunners will have a smaller budget to work with. Although that means less action, more time can be dedicated to the family drama.
No one ever dreams about the problems, but every life has them. Even the extraordinary ones.
While a character-driven farewell is welcome, we're still anticipating an epic resolution to Superman and Doomsday's Moon Brawl. Number 6. Andor.
How long we hang on, how far we get, how many of us make it out, all of that is now up to us.
Just when you thought The Mandalorian was the best Star Wars show of the Disney Plus era, Andor solidified itself as one of the franchise's finest stories ever. It's something of a surprise that such a revered show would lower the curtain after only 2 seasons. If there were ever a Star Wars show that deserved to gracefully go out on top though, it's Tony Gilroy's mature approach to a galaxy far, far away.
I've been turning away from a truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy.
The remaining 12 installments will bring Cassian Andor closer to his inevitable fate in Rogue One. Yet there are still many unanswered questions, opening the door for a thrilling and emotionally complex send-off. It should be a good batch of episodes. And on that note, the Bad Batch is also signing off.
What did you do to Crosshair?
He's recovering. I tried to warn him what would happen if he did not cooperate with the doctor.
Number 5. You. It's bizarre to think that this psychological thriller almost didn't make it past 1 season. After Lifetime pulled out of its 2nd season commitment, Netflix turned the struggling series into a streaming sensation.
I know that I am better with you than without you.
You has consistently kept viewers on their toes with its changing settings, supporting characters, and personas for our protagonist. Whether you want to call him Joe, Will, or Jonathan, he's run out of places to hide and identities to adopt.
What do you want from me? I'm sorry. I'm trying to change my past mistakes.
Really don't get it.
Tell me!
I am trying to.
With the final season returning to New York, it'll likely bring Joe's twisted search for love full circle as he confronts the sins of the past. Although Sarah Gamble won't be returning as showrunner, we suspect the finale will honour her past comments about Joe's fate, which should entail some form of justice.
Now, he's embracing really his lower nature. He's letting the animal take over the human, basically.
Number 4. The Umbrella Academy. Under the ever-expanding umbrella of superhero content, this show has stood out as one of the most unique examples with its dysfunctional characters, offbeat comedy, and needle drops. The Swan Song season, which will only contain 6 episodes, picks up in yet another alternate universe that our heroes created. When we last saw the Sparrows, they were left without their powers.
Okay, come on, Alakazam, ghosties. This means I'm mortal again? Oh man!
Given everything they've been through though, that might seem like a blessing. Of course, the season's first episode is titled The Unbearable Tragedy of Getting What You Want, suggesting that their newfound normalcy will be short-lived.
Guys, come on, we should stick together and figure this out.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Live our lives.
With a new threat looming over this reset reality, it'll only be a matter of time until the Sparrows reunite for a final face-off, and hopefully, a final dance-off. Number 3. The Handmaid's Tale. Several years after hitting the scene, this dystopian tragedy hasn't lost its relevance. Although June Osborne escaped from Gilead a couple of seasons ago, she still has some unfinished business.
You want to help her? You leave her the hell behind and you come with me. You want to fight them? You fight them from Canada. We will help you.
The season 5 finale saw June take the first step in one last life-threatening mission. June won't be returning to Gilead alone, but will Serena ultimately step up as an ally, or is she beyond trusting at this point? Even if June finds what she's looking for, will she ever be able to leave Gilead in the past?
This country is changing.
No, Canada's not Gilead.
America wasn't Gilead until it was.
This show has repeatedly broken us down, only to build us back up. While we expect the final season to leave us emotionally shattered yet again, there may be hope interspersed with the tears.
Am I ever gonna see you again?
You know what? I'm gonna try.
Number 2. Cobra Kai. There are a dozen reasons why Cobra Kai shouldn't have worked. Going back to the franchise's underdog roots though, the show pulled off a difficult balancing act, reframing Johnny Lawrence as a sympathetic protagonist while presenting a more nuanced portrayal of Daniel LaRusso.
I still live with the fear, Sam. We all do on some level. I just try to not let it ever win.
It appears that the two have at last found common ground, setting the stage for a final round with John Kreese. While little is currently known about Season 6, fans have always been curious if Hilary Swank would return as Julie Pierce.
Go ahead. Do what my grandmother does. Tell me I made another mistake. Julie, you're so thoughtless. Julie, you lost your temper again.
Sure, the next Karate Kid isn't the franchise's most beloved hour, but Cobra Kai has found redemption in unexpected places before. Whether or not Julie joins Daniel and Johnny will be waxing on for sure.
Show me wax on, wax off. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Star Trek Discovery, boldly going to the final frontier.
This doesn't have to end badly for you.
It won't.
Big Mouth. Netflix's foul-mouthed animated comedy is graduating.
He's gonna steal my little man!
Maybe. I guess we'll just have to wait to find out what happens next season.
Wait, what? This is the end of the season?
Yeah.
No. Don't go to credits. I want to know what's gonna happen.
Grownish. A final semester with the Johnson family. Vikings Valhalla. See you in Valhalla.
All of you. A hero's welcome awaits you in Constantinople, and reward for your bravery. And you, Harald Sigurdsson, I am in your debt.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Young Sheldon. Hey, you can only be a boy genius for so long.
I wish I could give you advice about middle school, but I was so smart I skipped it. If you make it to high school, we'll talk.
While still one of the network's most popular sitcoms, we respect CBS for not turning young Sheldon into another 2.5 Men, which really should have been called 3 Men by its 7th season. Although we initially tuned into this Big Bang prequel for Sheldon Cooper, we became even more attached to his family.
Please forgive us our mistakes and our sins.
The final season has several loose ends to tie up concerning Missy's rebellion, Georgie's role as a father, the deconstruction of Meemaw's house, and the marriage troubles between Mary and George. If we know Sheldon though, he won't allow his show to end without closure.
No, they can't just cancel a show like Alphas. They have to help the viewers let go.
After 17 years, it will be the final link to Jim Parsons' career-defining role. Which show will you miss the most next year? Let us know in the comments.
Do you understand what this is? There's iconic television here!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.